Almost forgot this. Hey Mats. I really need you to send the money for the merchandise if you want any. It's about 80 kroners, so calculate that into baht. Thanks bro, can't wait to see you. Bye-bye. Can I get a small iced coffee? Define community.
A group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. Do you want to hear the next one?
Yeah, tell me the next one.
The condition of sharing or having certain attitudes and interests in common.
Yeah, that's the one I like. I like the one where it says community can mean a lot of different things, but I love the one where it talks about like common attributes and interests that they have like in common. So that's what I'm talking about today, community. I just realized, honestly, like, it's cool that you're able to, like, I mean, I knew about, like, the talking on the messaging thing, like, the voice talking thingy, but I think there's so much power in, like, voice. I feel like, you know, you can always read words on the screen, but there's no emotion behind it, but whenever you actually hear the voice of someone, like, all of a sudden, like, there's this emotion and, like, a deeper understanding of how the person's feeling talking to you, so, yeah, thank God for voice messaging. It's cool. You see, in my opinion, one of the most important things in life is community. Oh gosh, sorry for something. But in order to really understand community, you have to understand, we have to understand, first of all, relationship and why we were created. You see, one of the main reasons we were created was actually for a relationship. God created us because He wanted to walk with us and commune with us. He wanted to have a relationship with us, but He even saw that Adam got lonely sometimes, and because of that He created Eve and sent Eve, who would be like His partner and the one that they did things together and experienced things together with and lived life together with and talked about stuff. And from the very beginning of time, we were actually created for a relationship and to live in communion and with people. Guys, I had to stop. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ah! Why? No, I'm actually so sore, DK. Had to stop by the prayer room because there was a prayer set going on, and it was super cool. They had like these. Hey DK, what's the dance called when they do like the? I'll show you. Yeah. Yeah. What's that thing called? The haka. Oh yeah. So they're doing the haka thing. It was super funny, but it was super cool at the prayer room. And now we got a staff meeting real quick. So, there's three things to why I really believe community is important. The first one is actually from a counseling psychological point of view. And if you don't believe me, listen to this. Community. I'm talking about the importance of having community in your life.
Yeah.
And how that should be a very important part of like what you should prioritize in finding. I guess when you leave home or whatever, like prioritize community. Do you have any feedback or things you want to say about that?
I mean, I feel like community is really what determines whether you make it or break it in a lot of ways. Even from a counseling perspective, in times of transition, it shows that like within the first 3 months of coming somewhere new, it's so important to get connected with people, because if you don't, that's where a lot of people like crumble even emotionally. And so
DK, how'd that community feel?
I did squats yesterday, and so it hurt extra.
The second reason why community is super duper important is because they're the ones that keep you on track. They make sure you're motivated. They remind you of why you do what you do. And I think Chris explains this super, super well.
You gotta get people to remind you of what's important. It's true. If you're by yourself, you kind of forget. You lose track of what's important sometimes when you're by yourself. So you have people like Michael, people like Susan, people like Zane, just to remind you of what's important when things get hard. And then you do the same thing for them.
Watch me.
Now, I want to tell you the last point, but we got to go real quick and get dinner. Come with us. You see, if you look at any big social media person, YouTube platform, anything where there's big, it was always based around community. You see, there's always been this inner part of our being that longs to be with people, longs to belong to somewhere, longs to have like a family and someone that you can relate to. That's why when you see big YouTubers, big Instagrammers, they're so focused on building this community where people feel belong to. That's why there's always a place to leave comments and your opinions, because when people feel like their opinions matter, they feel like they belong to something.
You here?
Yes. Wait, the door's open! Haley, the door's open!
My bad.
Haley, how many people have you had a crush on since DTS?
They've all been crushes from like afar though.
Yeah, that's
No,
Oh,
people keep saying that, and I just say no.
I'm really excited right now because we're about to go get some poke, and I love poke. It's my favorite thing on the island. I just realized the first meal I had when I started this vlog was poke. This is Haley. This is Michael. This is Jess. We were all in the same DTS like a year ago now, year and a half ago now. But yeah, Jess and I, we went to Brazil together for 3 months.
Go way back.
We go like way back, you know, like a year and a half ago. But that was a lot of fun. Maybe I'll throw some clips in because those are really fun times. Nothing beats the Pokeball on the whole island. Nothing, like nada, nothing. Next stop, Target. And we made it to Target. And the reason why I'm here is because I actually leave somewhere in 3 days. I'm not gonna tell you guys yet, but you will find out in the coming days. However, the last reason why living in community is so important is because it's a Michael's a bully. Because it's a place to get inspired. I feel like community is a place that just inspires you and lets you dream so much bigger than you feel like is possible. You see, because when you enter community, then when you have like a dream, like say for example in my case, like I want to create a video but I need somebody who can like act, I need someone to help me film. Like when you're community, it's so easy to find these people who can help you achieve the things you want to achieve.
What do you think?
Wait, can I try them?
No.
I just want to try them. How much
Is this recording right now?
Got it.
At Jessa Blondin, at Haley Blondin, at Michael Robo.
Mika L_Lau. M-I-K.
They probably already follow you.
I'll write down all these names so you guys can make sure you do it.
Link in bio or in description.
Guys, we got everything we needed. Are you videoing?
Yeah.
A deodorant? Shoot, where'd he go? I went in. Okay. And we got another deodorant. Toothbrush. Pop socket because I dropped my phone and I paid $100 to fix it. So a $10 investment so I don't have to spend another $100 later. And a kombucha. Guys. The cops are at our house. I don't know why. I'm so excited. We're gonna go and find them. Come here.
Dude, that other cop.
Guys, we worked out the cop thing. It wasn't as big of a deal as we thought it would be. It was just something about the car with like the Airbnb guests, so no biggie. I totally over dramatized that, but it was still a lot of fun. Boom, guys, and that ends it for today. Hope you learned a little bit. Importance of community. It's what keeps you focused. It's what helps you like dream so much greater than you ever could have imagined. It helps you get whatever you have on your heart finished. It inspires you. It's where you get inspiration. It's where you can actually do collaborative projects together. It's where you find people who have the same values as you guys. So community. It's so important. And stay tuned to find out where I'm going in the next 3 days. And for a Q&A coming up. Thank you so much for watching these things, guys. I don't even know how many people watch them, but if you watch them, thank you for watching it. If you don't watch it, well, if you didn't watch it, you now watched it. Whatever. See you guys tomorrow.